it's really funny car basically, because it's Ford's RS model, which is kind of a performance car. But even like this in a normal traffic, it's very easy and comfortable to drive. So you don't have to go really fast or push the car to the limits to really enjoy driving. The handling is very smooth and precise. And then, as you can hear, you just can't, you know, you just love the noise of the engine as well. It really gives you the thrill and kind of a feeling that there is power as well if you really want to go for it. But still, you know, the throttle is not too responsive. You can still go nicely and steadily with it, and it's quiet as well. So you really don't have to push it to the limit to really enjoy it. And it's the same with the steering. You can go with really nicely relaxed drive, and it's not too sharp or harsh for the steering. So it's very relaxed to drive. But then again, if you go on the track or go a little bit faster, it feels like it's changing to be more precise and more responsive as well. So I'm sure, like many people, they think that how can it work with all the 350 horsepower and only front wheel drive. I'm sure they think that it must be difficult to drive in some conditions, like if you go back on power and corner, and if there's some bumps or ruts, the car must be pulling inside or really kind of pull a lot on the steering. But it doesn't. It's you know, the front design of the suspension and the geometry, it just works really well. And even through tight corners, you can go back on power, and it just goes nicely around. It's not pulling or anything, and it's really nice for the steering. So you know, just to have a really nice, powerful car to drive, you don't need to have a four-wheel drive. You just design it perfectly. So it's kind of a car that faster you go, the better it gets to drive. The expert of this circuit, so lines are not perfect, but the car is responding really well. If you know where you want to go, the car is following really easy. All the gear races, they just fit perfectly well. There's no really like time that you are down on power. You're always in the right torque area. Torque and power, you can still easily go through all the gears, and it always pulls nicely, and that is well respond as well. We have really good traction, so it's not really spinning the wheels or anything. So even if with ESP on, it wouldn't disturb the car handling really that much, but you know, you can see how the suspension works a lot. The wheels are on the ground all the time, and we don't really get wheel spin or any lack of traction. The sound is just amazing, and well, of course the power as well. Even the front diffraction, you can see that it's not, even in long corners, the car doesn't roll, and you are not getting like wheel spin from the inside wheel. That's always the sign that wheels are on the ground, and the front differential and suspension are working very well together. That's a wonderful corner. as I said earlier, the faster you go with this car, the better it handles. So you don't really need a full spec circuit car to have good fun. This is really enjoyable.